It's all yours, gentlemen.
All right, guys, thank you very much. 7 times the finals, 15 the semifinals for this team from Arkansas as they get set to host LSU. The two teams have met twice this year, and they have been battles. Everything about the outside says calm, serenity, sunshine, blue skies, water. You get on the inside, things get really intense. Like earlier, how about Auburn? What a shocker. They're going back now to the Plains, having lost their first round game to Texas A&M. And the Aggies of Buzz Williams are rolling along. Meantime, Vanderbilt, they knocked off Alabama. Jimmy, you kind of threw up a cautionary tale to Alabama, so shocks may not be the exact word to use there. Vanderbilt behind Scottie Pippen last night get the victory, and Iverson Molinar, one of the best players in the conference, if not the country. Hell, Mississippi State used a big run in the second half to knock off South Carolina. LSU was really never in danger yesterday. There were times where they seemed to take moments of the game off, but they were never in real danger as they beat Missouri. The guy you just saw on the big screen, Efton Reed, was a big part of that. He played a huge game for them yesterday. We'll see if he's a factor today. Tennessee and Mississippi State will tip around 6 Eastern time on the SEC network. And then Big Blue Nation will be in town, and they will take on Vanderbilt roughly 8:30 Eastern time. You want to take a breath after what we just saw. I mean, Auburn took some real punches. They fought back gallantly, but even then never really got within a fighter's chance against A&M.
No, they didn't, and it was a fight. And Texas A&M set the rules of that game right off the bat, Ravi. They are tremendous right now in the effort, energy, fight, toughness, conviction that you have to be a good team in March. A&M has set the bar in this tournament, I think, in terms of how you're supposed to play with that fight and passion. I expect Arkansas and LSU to have that similar DNA about them for the next couple of hours.
Buzz Williams, so we don't have the talent to match up with Auburn, and maybe we don't have the talent to match up with these two teams either. One thing that struck me, Quentin Jackson is to his team what J.D. Notae is to Arkansas. Like, they're the same guy.
Yeah, he's got a couple pretty good dudes, though, Buzz Williams does. So does Will Wade and Eric Musselman today. J.D. Notae, to your point, has been outstanding as a big scoring lead guard in the SEC. And he is tremendous in the middle third of the floor, but he's got the whole package, Ravi. He can drive and stop and pop. He can get to the rim and finish. Developing as a point guard, passing playmaker, but his deep three ball now is as good as anybody in this league. And number one in that Hog uniform has the ability to carry Arkansas a long ways in this tournament and a long ways in the NCAA tournament, as does Tari Eason for LSU. He's a 6'8" small forward at the next level. He's a 6'8" real problem at the college level. His drive game, his cutting game, his running game in transition, and his ability to finish through contact is really at a whole nother level. He comes off the bench, but he changes the game when he does. This game last week in Bud Walton Arena was an absolute 15-round fight that went right down to the last possession. Will most likely go there again today.
77-76 was the final score last week. Arkansas had 5 days off between games. They have beaten LSU twice this season, last week, and then in January they beat them by 7. Meantime, LSU is currently kind of a projected 5-6 seed. Arkansas has got a chance to move up on that seed line, and I would think before the tournament started, if you said to either one of these teams, you're going to face A&M and not have to worry about Auburn, they'd figure, well, the road is a little easier. Well, we've now seen after 2 games, it's not. But again, objectively, you'd give the advantage to both of these teams over A&M. Besides, A&M would be playing their 3rd straight day.
Yeah, it's usually not the back-to-back games that get into your legs. It's day 3.
Yep.
To your point about A&M, you'd rather be playing the 8th than the 1.
Good matchup in the middle, too, with Efton Reed and Jalen Williams, who's been a real breakout star this year for the Razorbacks.